ignore my like half ready self. It's a work day. But I thought that it would be nice for me to show you like my work at home setup. I try to keep it pretty cozy, um, but I don't think I've ever shown it on here. So I thought it would be nice to give you like a little desk tour. I am not gonna organize it for you. You're gonna see it in its form as it is when I'm working, um, because I just think that's the most authentic to me. So, yeah, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn you around and show you my desk. So, this is the overview of like my desk setup. I've got like a light up there and a couple little shelves that I keep just random little things on. And then I put up my mini Christmas tree next to my desk just for the vibes. I really just always have a candle going and my coffee. Right now I have 2 planners here because I need to start switching things over to my new 2026 planner, and thought that that might be nice to do when I need like a brain break from writing my paper. I have 2 keyboards in there that are no longer functional because I lost the little piece that goes into my laptop, like the USB thing that actually makes it so they function. So then I recently bought this black boring keyboard that is Bluetooth, so there's no little piece for me to lose or break. But yeah, and then I usually keep my laptop and my book that I'm reading over here. Sometimes I'll work with 2 screens and have my laptop up as well, but occasionally I just use my monitor for like writing my paper. It's just easier for me to do on a bigger screen. And then yeah, I keep like highlighters that I use in my planner and in my notebooks and stuff. And every girl needs her emergency Aquaphor on the go. But yeah, this is my setup. I've got like my heated blanket here. And then yeah, it's small and compact, but it works really well for me. So, hope you enjoyed that. I know I don't have the most like crazy, aesthetically pleasing desk setup, but it is practical. As a grad student, I need a space that I can just work at that is calm and not very busy. And this does the trick, especially because this is also in our bedroom, like our main bedroom. This room is just the biggest and had the most space for this. We have 2 other bedrooms in this house. One is the sewing room that I film in a lot, and then the other one is like a guest bedroom that my boyfriend keeps all of his music gear and stuff in. So we're lacking space in this house for like practical use, so my desk had to go somewhere and it went in here. And I don't hate it. It works well. I do wish that there was a bit more like separation in my space between where I sleep and where I work. It's a bit like you wake up and you're like, all right, let's go to work, and you walk 5 feet and then you start working, which isn't ideal for me, but for the most part, this works well. It has worked well. I've had it set up this way for like the last year-ish, and I've liked it a lot. So we're keeping it this way until I'm done. But yeah, so I am going to go work a bit. I'm working on like making edits on my paper so that I can give it to my advisor so that she can look it over before I send it out to all of the other co-authors on it. But that takes a lot of brain space, and so I take breaks frequently, which is why I have my book here and why I have my planner here, because it's nice for me to keep my mind going during those breaks, because if I go and like play the Switch or something during one of those breaks, I'm going to be done working for the day. But if I take that time to just read a chapter of my book or to start working on my planner, something like that is a lot easier for me to get back into the work after I stopped. So that's my plan for the day. It's really all I've got planned for today. My boyfriend does have to work late tonight, so I think at some point tonight, I'm gonna find a show and work on my crochet project. I'm getting close to being done with that, which is nice because I don't want to have to worry about having enough time to finish it before Christmas because it is a gift for my mom. But yeah, we're doing good, and I hope that I have a productive work day. I'll see ya. Hi, I just got home from errands, and Starbucks. So I went to Starbucks. That's like the coffee that you saw before this. And I got myself a latte and a sandwich. And I worked there for a couple hours this morning. And I have been having some stomach problems that have kept me from going to the gym. And it's just like very crampy. But yeah. So I didn't go to the gym again. I thought I would have. That's why I wore like gym-y stuff under my sweatshirt today. Thought I was going to go to the gym, but I just did not feel up to it. So I decided to go do holiday shopping instead because that was my plan for tomorrow. But I will hopefully just go to the gym tomorrow instead. So I just kind of like swapped my day plans. So I am almost done holiday shopping, which is a giant relief. It's been stressful holiday shopping this year because I haven't really, it's been a low fund season for me. It's been a struggle, and I want to still have gifts that I get feel personal and like I'm thinking of people and what they need. And so it's been a struggle, and I think the hardest person to shop for has been my mom. My mom and I are like besties. And usually I have like the best gift ideas for her. Like last year I got her a Kindle and got her subscribed to Kindle Unlimited because like all the books that she reads are on there anyway. And yeah, so I have been struggling because I haven't had an idea that feels very personal to like her and I to get for her this year. But then I remembered that my mom is just a girl. She's just a girl. So I got her things that are like upgraded versions of what she has, or just things that I know she gets all the time for herself that will help her save, or things that I saw and thought of her when I was shopping. So, or even some of my favorite things that I know that she'll also like. And so I just wanted to show you a little haul of things that I got for my mom because I'm super happy with the things that I was able to come up with, and I know that she'll love them too. I have some other things that I've ordered for her. Like she likes doing the diamond art things, and so I ordered one of those and like a really nice pen for that diamond art stuff. But that's not here yet. The stuff that I got today is mostly like cosmetic-y, just fun girly things. And so yeah, I'm gonna show you the stuff that I got for her. So the first place that I went to is Bath and Body Works. My mom and I are both huge Bath and Body Works people. But let me just say, their Christmas candle selection, it doesn't smell good. Like, I don't know what they did this year. They don't have like, I don't know if they just got rid of the Christmassy stuff early, but like I could not find a single tree scented candle in that whole place. It was like candy cane, sugar, everything smelled like what a like 10-year-old wants to smell when they walk into a candy store. It was atrocious. So I went to the White Barn section and I got her this Midnight Blue Citrus candle. We both really like this scent, so I got this for her. And then she has a bunch of those little like plug-in things, and so I got her some refills for that. I got a white tea and sage and a gingham. She likes the gingham scent, and I know that she puts that in the bathroom. So I just got her some refills on things that I know she already loves there. I really wanted to get her like a Christmassy scented or like winter-ish candle, but Bath and Body Works, what are you doing? Okay, so that's Bath and Body Works stuff. Then I went to Ulta because I was next door, and I got her some of my skincare favorites. Well, a skincare favorite and then just like an everyday favorite. So she's wanted to look into a retinol, and she got herself a retinol, and her skin like broke out really bad, and I love skincare stuff, and so she asked me why her skin might be breaking out, and it was the retinol that she got. And so I got her like a gentle retinol cream, and this is actually the one that I use. It's from Good Molecules. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Yeah, this is the one I use, and it has never made my face react in any type of way. And I wanted to get her one that there are some that are nicer that are out there that I could have gotten for her. However, I know if she's going to keep up any sort of skincare thing, it needs to be affordable, and this is like $8 or $9. And so this is going to be a perfect stuffing. Not stuffing. So this is going to be a perfect stocking stuffer, and it's something that she'll be able to replace if she ends up liking it very easily for herself. So I'm not giving her like a new like, I hate gifts that you get that you love and then all of a sudden you feel like you just got subscribed to this new thing that you have to buy all the time. So got her this, and I think she's going to like that a lot. And then when I was there, I also got a Touchland hand sanitizer thing in a Lily of the Valley scent, which I have not tried, but Lily of the Valley is a flower that her and I love because they're at the house that I grew up at and the house that she grew up at. We both grew up in the same house. So yeah, we love Lily of the Valley, and so I think she'll think this is really cute. And these Touchland hand sanitizers last an eternity, and they're great. I don't care that they're overpriced. They're wonderful. So I want her to feel special, and so I got her this, and I think she's going to use it all the time. And then the other thing that I got there, I also got some of them at Target, but I ended up getting her stick-on nails. She uses these all the time. Like, she buys them for herself all the time because she runs a lot of meetings and stuff and likes to look presentable at the meetings, and it's also just a fun girly thing. And so she uses these all the time. She likes the like peel and stick ones. They drive me nuts. I don't know how she uses them, but she likes them. I think she should just grow her nails out and then I can send her mooncap polish, but she likes these, and that's fine. She has to type all the time, so I can understand why she might not. Yeah, she has to type all the time, so I can understand why she might not want to have long nails, but whatever. So I got her a couple of these from Ulta, and then I also got a couple from Target. And they're just so cutie. I think she's gonna like this as a gift because it's something that she uses a lot and she won't have to buy 4 sets. So I was excited about that. And then the last little girly thing that I got for her is there is this place right next to Target called Buff City Soap, and they like make soap in-house. It's like a local thing. And I was gifted one of these last year and was obsessed with it. This is a body soap. It's in the scent Holiday. It's got like little hollies on it, and it's just so festive. And it smells, I don't even know what it smells like. Let me see if I can find like what the scent, I don't even think it has like a scent profile thing on it, but it smells amazing, and I know she's gonna like it a lot. And I also got this little like squeegee sack thing. So it's like a loofah bag. So you put the soap in the loofah bag and then you can use it like a loofah with the soap in it in the shower. And yeah, I got a set like this as a gift last year and am obsessed with it. And you can put any soap in this. So once this soap runs out, this is perfectly reusable. And so, yeah, I just thought that this was such a cute way to like sort of elevate just her shower and stuff. And so I know it's not a lot, but I think that she is going to appreciate everything, and it's going to save her money and also just sort of make her feel special as a woman and seen by her own daughter. And so, yeah, that is what I ended up picking up for my mom. So yeah, that is the majority of what I did shopping today because I had to run around to a bunch of different places. But now tonight I am going to chill and work on her crochet shawl some more. I only have like, let me see. I think I have like 5 rows left and then the border. And it is getting big. I can't even see you from behind here. So we're making good progress. It is so cute. She's going to love being able to throw this over her shoulders at work. Yeah, it's actually getting to be a really good size. So yeah, I'm going to work on this, watch some TV, and that's it. Thanks for catching up. Goose, say hi. Goose says hi. Hi. Happy Friday. I wasn't on here yesterday because I had to proctor an exam. I'm officially done with the fall semester now, so that's exciting. And then other than that exam, I read the entire day. So I come here today with book updates. Living with a large dog is wet, gross business, but I love him. These ears. Oh yes, burp in my face. Thank you. Sir. Can you sit? Show him your sit. No, he wants his... Oh. So, this is great. Anyway, so because of that, I come here today with a couple updates. So I've got book updates for you and I've got nail updates for you. So I'm going to start with nails. So I did my nails last night while I was reading and just doing some other random little things around the house. And I have only worn this color once before. And yeah, I'm obsessed with it. It's gorgeous. Let me get both hands up here. That's my nail update for you. I do have book updates. I finished 2 books yesterday. So the first book that I finished is Cackle by Rachel Harrison. I've been reading this one for a minute now, and I basically read like half of it yesterday. I read most of that the night before, and then I woke up yesterday morning and finished the last like 50-60 pages. But yeah, I liked this a lot. I think that I will like other books by Rachel Harrison a lot too. I think this would have hit better if it was in October and not December. But I still enjoyed the book as a whole. So I don't know if I've talked about what this book is about, but basically this book is about this woman that is... her and her boyfriend break up and she has to move out and finds this job in this like teeny tiny town. And the first person that she sort of finds there and becomes friends with is a bit witchy, and the town seems to like weirdly just act weird around her. And so this is a story about sort of like new starts and new friendships and navigating breakups and all of the things that go along with that, plus witchy stuff. And I thought it was really cute. I give it 4 stars, I think. So I liked it a lot. I do think that, yeah, if I would have read it in a more spooky season time, that this may have reached higher heights in my rankings. But for what it was, I'm glad I read it, and I am excited to read more Rachel Harrison. The other book that I finished is Intermezzo. So I finally got through my first Sally Rooney book, and I am sad to say that I'm not really planning on reading another anytime soon. I was on here and told you about how I decided to sort of immersive read this. So I got the audiobook for it and was listening to the audiobook and reading this physically at the same time. And for about the first half, I liked it a lot. However, I gave it 3 stars, or did I give it 2 stars? I think I gave it a nice 3 stars. I would probably put this right in the middle, like 2.5. I enjoyed the dynamic of the brothers in this book. So basically this book is about, it has sort of like 2 storylines with these 2 brothers after their father passed. And so this book is about like grief and the relationships that these 2 brothers have with each other and with the women in their lives. However, the women in this book were written horribly, in my opinion. And so that's my big ick with this book, which surprises me. I feel like these men in the story were just given leeway to be just shitty people. And the women were like, yes, step all over me. And honestly, it just gave me the ick. So I did like how this was written, like the 2 sort of simultaneous storylines between the 2 brothers. I thought that that was interesting. I also think that the audiobook narrator did a really good job, and so I liked listening to that as a whole. But overall, this book just kind of made me feel meh. So I don't know that I'm going to be picking up another Sally Rooney book anytime soon. But I am glad that I got through this because it has been on my shelf for a very long time, and I am excited that it will now be in the read portion of my shelf and not in the to be read portion of my shelf, if you're catching my drift. So yeah, I'm excited that it's done. Moving on. So after I finished these 2 books, I was like, what do I read next? So I'm officially like halfway done with my 10 till the end books. And if you haven't seen that, I have a video of like the 10 books that I wanted to read till the end of the year. I posted that a couple weeks ago, I think. And yes, I'm officially halfway through. So I've read Lucky Day by Chuck Tingle, Book Lovers by Emily Henry, Cackle, Intermezzo, and shoot, I thought I read another one. Oh, I started listening to Trust. I got about halfway through that, which was on my 10 till the end, and I DNF'd it, which was my first and will be my only DNF of the year because I don't like to DNF books. It makes me frustrated, but I couldn't do it. So I'm still counting that as completed on my 10 till the end. So that's how I got halfway. So Trust, Book Lovers, Intermezzo, Cackle, Lucky Day by Chuck Tingle. So what we have left is The Hounding, Don't Let the Forest In, what's it called? The Frida McFadden one. The Intruder, I think that's what it is, which I do have on Libby now. Like, I got the audiobook a couple days ago for it, so I can start that anytime. Ring Shout, and The Hounding. So I think the two books that I'm going to jump into now are going to be The Intruder by Frida McFadden and The Hounding. I started The Hounding last night and already got like 40 pages in. Hear me out. I just was having a good reading day yesterday, so I just let it keep going. And yeah, so we're about 43-ish pages in. Yeah. And this book is only like 220 pages. So I should be finishing this up in the next day or two. That's my plan at least. And then after this, the only other physical book that I have on my 10 till the end like TBR that I made is Don't Let the Forest In. So I am excited about that. However, I do think that I'll probably end up adding another physical book, maybe trying to check something out on Libby that I can have on my Kindle for when I go visit family in December, because that just makes travel a lot easier, not having to bring around a bunch of physical books. Just being able to bring my Kindle and add some stuff to that. So I am going to start looking through holds on Libby and what's available soon so that I can sort of plan that out. But I will probably end up bringing Don't Let the Forest In with me there, because we go there in like a week and a couple of days. So I doubt that I'll be done with that book by then. There's a chance, but I doubt it, because I have a feeling that this next week is going to be jam-packed full of Christmassy things and getting ready to go on a trip. So yeah, this is my next physical book, and then I will likely listen to the Frida McFadden, The Intruder, because that is available on Libby for me now. I am also about halfway through The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. However, those Spotify credits, because I'm listening to it on Spotify because my library doesn't have it through Libby. So I was listening to it on Spotify, and then I ran out of credits. Those credits have renewed. So I could just buckle down and finish Most Wonderful Crime of the Year and then also jump into The Intruder right after that. But I only have like 9 or 10 more days of my hold on The Intruder, and there's a list, like a wait list for it. So I'm a little worried and might just have to start The Intruder soon. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. I'll check how much I have left of The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year and see if I think I can do that really quickly and still have time to finish The Intruder before that hold runs out. But yeah, that is my book plans, and that covers all my book updates. And I am just excited that we've been back to our regular reading selves. And I've also been very productive work-wise this week, which makes me feel great, because usually I'm like all in on one or all in on the other, and my work-life hobby balance is very uneven most of the time, but I feel like I've been balancing it a lot better in the last week or so. So yeah, it's been exciting, and I can't wait to keep updating you when more books get finished. Hopefully I'll be giving you an update on this one before this vlog ends in a couple of days. All right, I'll see ya. Okay, update time. I decided to listen to The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year because I went back on Spotify and checked, and I only had 4 hours of it left. Well, now I'm down to like an hour and a half, and I came on to give an update because I finally finished the shawl that I was making for my mom for Christmas, and I wanted to show you. So, this is the shawl that I made. And it is just the softest fuzzy yarn, and it's perfect. She can throw it over her shoulders at work, and that's what she wanted it for. So it's going to be just so nice to give this to her. I still have to weave in the 2 ends that there are, but let me show you how much yarn was left over. So I used one of like the cakes yarn things. It was my first time working with that yarn, and it was hard at first, but I got used to it as time went on. But those cakes are really big,
And I, towards the end, was getting worried that I wasn't going to have enough to be able to like do the edge at the top. However, this is what we were left with. Hardly anything. I got so lucky. And so yeah, I only have 2 ends to weave in, which is hardly anything. And this is gorgeous, and I can't wait to give this to my mom for Christmas. And now, out of this yarn, I have a whole other cake because I wasn't convinced that it would only take one. So out of the rest of this yarn, I want to make some mittens because this is legitimately, the camera doesn't pick up the texture that well, but it is like just the softest yarn. And so I just think having a little pair of mittens in this would be just so, so nice. And so I want to learn how to crochet some mittens. And I have another, like a thicker wool that I also want to make like a mitten hat scarf set with. I bought a bunch of them. So I think it'll be nice to learn how to make some mittens. I might actually try making the mittens out of the wool first because it'll go quicker because this is a lot thinner than that wool. But we'll see. I'm just excited that we're making progress. All right, thanks. Hi, I am in bed. It's like 9:30 on Monday night, and I took the last couple of days to really just relax. I've been having some stomach problems over the last week that I've been struggling with, and I think they're being made worse by the stress that I've had over the last couple of weeks. So I took yesterday and today to really just mind blank, chill, crochet, and read. And it's been really nice, but I do want this last week, like this upcoming week before I go on my trip on Sunday, which is in now 6 days, I want it to be productive so that I go into the holiday feeling like I can truly take a break with my family and spend time with them. So I am going to sit in bed and plan out my next week. I'm going to, oh, he has paid no mind to the Christmas tree for the weeks that it's been up. Interesting. So yeah, I am going to just fill out the week in my planner. I usually do that on Sundays, but I did nothing on Sunday. So yeah, gonna fill this out. After I am done planning the rest of my week out, I am going to try to finish my current read. It doesn't have the dust jacket on, but it is The Hounding. And I'm on page 175, and there's like 220-ish pages. So I might be able to finish it tonight depending on how long my planner session takes. We'll see. But that is my plan for tonight. I am just going to chill and get that done, and then hopefully get a good night's sleep because my stomach problems have been hitting me worse at night, but I feel pretty good today. So yeah, my cats are going insane. When I get into bed, it's like cat witching hour around the house for like 10 minutes. They go insane, and then they both come up and cuddle. So I just have to let them do their thing, and then it'll be fine. we will plan and then read, and then I will probably just pop on here tomorrow morning to close out this vlog, just in case I do finish this book, so that I can give you an update on it. I don't want to like finish the vlog, start a new one, and then have to, you know, I don't know. That seems more complicated. So I think I'll just end the vlog tomorrow morning. Deal? Deal. All right. It is Tuesday morning, which means we are past due for wrapping this vlog up. But that's what we're going to do right now. So ignore my slightly wet hair. I just got out of the shower and I chipped a nail in the shower. So I think I'm gonna have to shorten my nails a bit because, I don't know, I feel like with traveling and Christmas stuff, wrapping, things like that, I'm gonna want them a little bit shorter, just for, that's my dog, if you can hear him. I think I'm gonna want them a bit shorter just to like be able to maintain them easier while I'm not at home. So that's a bummer, but I'm not gonna like completely take off all the length, but might just shorten them a little bit to make them a bit more manageable. Anyway, what I'm really here for is to update you about the hounding, because last night I planned out my week and then I did finish the hounding. I am obsessed with this book. It's, yeah, everything I hoped it would be and more. I had really high expectations for this. It's probably one of my more anticipated reads for the end of the year, and like 90% of the reason why I decided to get the Aardvark book box subscription. And yeah, I'm so satisfied. This is going to be a rereader for sure. I was super bummed. I'm not really an annotator, but there were like, let me go get my dog. I don't know what he's barking at. There's nothing going on. All right, I don't know what he was barking at, but we're back. So yeah, the hounding, literally everything I hoped it would be. I caught myself multiple times in this book wishing that I was an annotator, and this might make me become one for certain books. There's obviously some where it's like, why would I annotate a Frida McFadden book? I wouldn't. But this had so many just stunning descriptions and such interesting quotes and like ideas floated throughout that I wanted to write everything down. So there were multiple times where I would take a picture of my page and then highlight it in my photos so that I can go back to those pages and remember those quotes and stuff like that. And I just loved this. So this book, again, I don't know if I've talked about it on here, but this book is about these 5 girls that are living with their grandfather. They were raised by their grandfather and their grandmother just passed, and so there's themes of grief in there. So the town doesn't really know what's going on with these girls, but the men in this town seem to hate the freedom that these girls have. So these girls are just so independent and free in a way that the men, mostly one man, but then
others agree with him, that the men in this town find to be just disturbing, that they have this just ingrained independence and this sort of free spirit. They walk around town in a group, they run around fields, they are just free in a way that makes these men mad. And just the rage that I felt. So this book is also told from the perspective of a bunch of people in the town, but not told from the perspective of any of those girls. So not only do the girls feel one-dimensional, not like one-dimensional, the girls are fully fledged characters because you do hear from their grandfather who gives a perspective of out of love. You do hear from people in town that do appreciate these girls, but you hear straight from the perspective of the people that despise these girls. And I just found that so fascinating because you're seeing these girls through the eyes of the town, and it's just so interesting how I feel like on a different level things are similar in today's day. So this book is also cool in that it's making me feel kind of like scholarly about my reading. Like I haven't felt the want or desire to take notes on a book in a very long time because I had to do that all throughout school. I still do that now for scientific articles. Like I like my fun reading to be kept fun, but this is just such a thought-provoking book that it's making me feel like doing that. So I don't know, I might look for some way to accomplish that, like a reading journal or something that I can start in 2026. I am really interested in looking up some stuff today because I think I'd really like that. Yeah, I'm excited to have this in my collection for sure. I fully plan on reading it again, being able to highlight, keep tabs, things like that, because that just sounds like a really good time with this. So yeah, this is actually, I couldn't believe it, but it's a debut novel and she smashed it out of the park. So yeah, I highly recommend reading this if any of the concepts that I talked about sound interesting to you at all. But yeah, loved. And so I feel like I'm kind of in a book hangover. Like this is the first book in a minute where I've finished it and I'm not just like itching to start a new one. I am listening to a book right now, so I started listening to The Intruder by Frida McFadden, and I'm only like 15-20% of the way into that. I just started it this morning while I was showering, making coffee, hanging out, things like that. So I do plan on listening to that within the next few days because I only have the library hold for 4 more days. Oops. I just don't plan those things very well, but it's okay. So I am going to listen to that in the next few days. And then my physical reading plans, the only physical book left on my, like from my 10 till the end TBR is Don't Let the Forest In. So this is going to be my next book. I'm excited to read this. But I feel like I'm not quite over this yet. So I might give it a day or two before I start this one. And and I'm cruising through books this month, so I'm probably going to have to come up with another physical book to take on my trip because I read a lot over my Christmas trip to my parents' house. Because I just have a lot of downtime. It's cozy season. My parents have a fireplace. It's the correct vibes for reading. So yeah, I am excited for the reading that I've been doing and the reading that I do have coming up. I think that this is also going to be a great book, that I'm going to like it a lot. So I am going to sign off. I had a great week. And I am glad that we were able to get so much reading accomplished. I hope that you are having a great week, and I will see you in the next one. Stay cozy.